For a brief overview, she started off with the cross-examination of the 14th witness, Adam Khalid, and he used to work at Citi as a bank relationship manager, and then he went to work for Soraka and GTV back in 2020. And so she started off with an affidavit signed and submitted by the witness, and it was regarding the PAX litigation.
Which is a litigation that goes back to a few years ago, right? Started in 2017, and PAX, we were saying that the chairman of the PAX is Shan Wei-jian, who the NFSC has been calling him a CCP spy based on the intel, right? So, and he brought this lawsuits in South District of New York against Miles Guo in 2017. Continue.
And so, and it's more this was a notarized affidavit, notarized by the notary, so it's official court official document. And the witness basically swore on oath that the Citi bank account has has nothing to do with Miles or his enterprises. So no financial interests.
What the time?
Yes, the affidavit date is May 17, 2021.
Okay, gotcha. So that's doing when he still basically holding the employment with Soraka. Okay, so he made an affidavit that actually helping Miles Guo in the PAX case, correct? Okay.
Yeah, and so he kept saying, Sabrina was asking questions about it, and he kept saying Miles had no connection on paper. He mentioned the word on paper many, many times throughout today, and he basically explained it as the 1,300 wires in the Citi bank account had no mention of Miles' name on it. None of the wires, none of the transfers, nothing.
Right. Okay, so but he specifically mentioned the paper. So what do you think he wants to establish here?
There's an implementation that he's trying to implement that he actually has some say in it and some sort of control that's not on paper.
So basically, he's wanted to pointing, all the responsibilities back to Miles. And that one,
And
gotcha.
so with the 2% fee, well, the thing is, at the end of the day, there's $2.7 million. This is the $2.5 million that he took at the time. But then because this has raised my question yesterday.
He took from where?
Took from basically from the fee from the fund that he cleared from the Korean account.
Okay.
Right. So yesterday he said he cleared $97 million. Right. And I was wondering when I went home and I was discussing it. I'm like, 2% of $97 million is not 2.7 million.
Yeah, that's right.
What happened? Did he take more, or did he miscalculate it, or did he clear more fund that we didn't know? But then the truth is that he did clear, the total of 97. But then he took the $2.7 million instead of the 2% of the 97, right?
Yeah.
So then he agreed to forfeit this $2.7 million to the government. So this question was raised: if he keeps saying that this is lawfully learned, that he's entitled to this $2.7 million, why he agreed to forfeit this to the government? If he didn't steal anything, why agreed to give it back to the government? Right? Why is that, right? But this is a contradiction in his testimony.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, and I think there's some details into it because I think there's a conversation mentioned, during the cross, especially to ask him, when did you move your money from the Korean to your personal bank account? Are you entitled to? At that time, he wasn't. That is why he knew. That's why he also testified. He said he moved the money back. Remember, he moved the money back in April 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's that because the payment facilitation agreement did not sign until May 12th, 2021. That means prior to even agree to actually charging the 2% fees, he actually stole the money. He actually moved from Crane, the company account, and to his personal account, the amount of money that he is not entitled to. What came through is extortion. Okay, so what came through come clear from the cross is at the time that they about to enter, and negotiation goes on. There's letters from his lawyer to GCLUBS negotiating this payment facilitation agreement. He actually hold on to $56 million that belong to the GCLUBS members, which he supposed to move along to where the investors wants to go. But he is using the excuses, what you just said. I need to know my clients, okay? I need to do this due diligence check before I can release. So this came across, the logic comes. Everybody, as a banker, you should know, as a seasoned.
For 10 years.
Yeah, more than 10 years actually.
Yes.
Prior to that for 2 years. So you should know that the KYC was only done for the receiving bank, right? When you receive money, never when you actually sending out money. Right? So this KYC has nothing to do with you. So don't think that we don't know what you're talking about, right? So this came across really close, really clear for us that he basically hold this $56 million as a hostage and using that, negotiating, asking his lawyer to say, hey, let's enter a 2 million% of fees so I can move the $2.7 million to my own personal account so I can invest it in Florida, acquiring 7 properties and doing business on Airbnb under name of my wife. Why I'm going through a bankruptcy proceeding, lying to my trustee that I don't own this because it belongs to my wife. Is that right?
Yes. And then they will show an email of the notice of a termination of the payment facilitation agreements.
Yes.
And in June 30, 2021, basically this is the termination to show that the G Club doesn't want to do business with Crane anymore.
So GCLUBS lawyer sent a notice of termination of Crane contract, serving as this middleman,
Yes.
right? Okay.
And then send it to his attorneys.
Yeah.
There's witness attorneys.
The witness tried to frame it as, he wanted to cancel the agreement, right?
Yes,
And
I remember that.
yes, and then
that was really good.
Yeah, and then then Sabrina showed proof that it was actually GCLUBS who wanted to terminate it.
He
And
lied.
He lied. Yeah,
He lied
said-
in front of everyone.
Yeah.